Are you afraid of the dark deep divers? Do you think dark things are bad? Well, scientists will tell you in this universe, only 5% is ordinary matter and energy. 27% of this universe is what they call dark matter. And 68% of this universe, they just call it unknown. Dark energy. So it's safe to say that darkness is not going anywhere anytime soon. You better get used to the dark, baby. Peace, infinite waters, diving deep once again. Beautiful deep divers. We are out here in the mysterious art gallery, just breathing in that good ass prana, baby. I'm sending you tons of dark energy. Take that, take that, take that. Now, the dark night of the soul. Are you going through the dark night of the soul right now? Or have you already experienced the dark night of the soul? 10 signs, oh baby. This dark night of the soul won't destroy you. Deep divers, let's face it, none of our lives are perfect. Sometimes it's all going smooth sailing, and then the universe throws curveballs at us all day long, and things get really rough. One bad thing happens, and then another one, then another one, then another one. And even the cat down the road farts at you. That's not nice. And we ain't even had breakfast yet. Can I get a hello? So wonderful deep divers, let me share with you what's helped me along my journey. 10 signs this dark night of the soul won't destroy you. I've been there. Deep divers. I've been in the trenches. I've actually experienced a dark night of the soul. And let me tell you, deep divers, when I look back, it was terrible. But everything I became in the process was fabulous. Slow motion this side. You see, in this matrix, you are programmed to believe that everything dark is bad and everything light is good. Just look in the dictionary, right? And you'll see it. Well, what the ancients knew, that darkness is the origin of everything. In fact, light comes from the darkness. You came from the darkness, the dark womb. Oh, baby, deep divers. But we are led to believe that if something is dark, it's bad. And I started to realize that through my dark night of the soul, when I was going through it, I'm like, I want this darkness to disappear right now. But this is the great paradox, deep divers. The light actually hides stuff, and the darkness reveals stuff. What? Slow motion this side. In your darkest moments, everything will be revealed to you. And that's why shadow work is so important. Because the darkness actually tells you the truth of everything. Now, the first sign, deep divers, this dark night of the soul won't destroy you, is that you are starting to realize that things are not happening to you, they are happening for you. Things are not happening to you, they are happening for you. That's when I realized, actually, this dark night of the soul won't destroy me. Because I started to realize, even though things weren't working out for me, I had money problems, relationship issues, it felt like the whole world was coming down on me. I realized that this was happening for a reason. Everything happens for a reason. Every experience is designed to help you evolve. And I started to realize that, wait a minute, things aren't happening to me, they're happening for me to help me evolve. And that was like, a sigh of relief. What's the second sign? Deep divers. This dark night of the soul won't destroy you. Now, what happens, deep divers, when you're going through a really painful period, a really difficult situation, and you're like, Ralph, I just want to get rid of it. I've been there. Like, everyone on this planet is going to go through and experience the dark night of the soul, where like you're overwhelmed with negativity, darkness, and it feels like the whole world is collapsing around you. But even in the midst of that, deep divers, there is a lesson. There is a lesson, and that's a sign this dark night won't destroy you. When you can extract the lesson from any painful situation, negative experience, or dark night. Once again, everything is happening to you for a reason. There are no accidents or coincidences in this universe. It's happening because the universe is only concerned about evolution, your evolution. And that's what I saw along my journey. I'm like, it's so painful right now. But I extracted the lesson from that experience. Like back in the day, deep divers, when I would wake up, the future would be looking pretty bleak. And I remind myself, like, I thought I was a victim, I was helpless. But the lesson in that experience was like, Ralph, you can do something right now to change your life forever. It doesn't have to go this way. You don't have to go out like this, Ralph. At least go out with a whole bunch of grapes in your mouth. And that's what I'm gonna do, right? But we are immortal, deep divers. We don't die, we multiply, right? But there is a lesson in every single experience. If your relationship is not working out, if it's dark, if it's gloomy, take a look at it. Take a look at yourself. Say, actually, what do I need to work on? Once again, you are the masterpiece and the work in progress at the same time. Deep divers, what's the third sign? This dark night of the soul won't last forever. This dark night of the soul won't destroy you. In our darkest moments, we become illuminated. Slow motion this side. Say it again, Ralph. In our darkest moments, we become illuminated. A lot of people complain about the darkness, that they don't want the darkness. But in actuality, your soul wants the darkness because that's how it grows. You can only see stars glowing, glistening in the darkness. And many times when you are going through this dark night of the soul, you could be unemployed right now thinking your future is bleak. But I'm here to tell you, if you can make it through the night, there's a brighter day. Shout out to Tupac who said that, right? I used to listen to that in hard times, deep divers. It got me through the day. Then I started to realize, actually, part of shadow work is about realizing that you need the darkness to become illuminated. How many times, deep divers, have you gone through something that's been so-called dark, but afterwards you come out with so much insight on that situation and problem, right? So in our darkest moments, we become illuminated. What's the fourth sign? Oh, baby. This dark night of the soul won't destroy you, won't last forever. Contrast, contrast, contrast. We are living in a world, in this modern day world, where everybody just wants to sing Kumbaya under the tree and be super positive all the time. Well, that's not reality, because once again, deep divers, over 95% of our universe is dark matter and dark energy. So we have to realize that darkness is always going to exist. Negativity, darkness is not negativity. Let me repeat that. Darkness is not negativity. Darkness is always going to be here, as is light. The two are one in the same. Two sides of the same coin. And it's what we call contrast. Okay? You need contrast to really have a good picture. If you're a photographer, you know what I'm talking about. You need a bit of contrast, you need a bit of light, and you need a bit of darkness to get a great image, right? So, when I was going through the dark night of the soul, how I knew that actually this won't last forever, because I started to appreciate the contrast of my life. I'm like, Ralph, you can't be smiling all the time. Some days you're gonna want to cry to the cat down the road, and there were some hard days, deep divers, but I realized this is what made me who I am today. Through contrast, we discover ourselves. Only through the darkness can you come to know the light in yourself. Let me repeat that. Only through the darkness can you come to know the light in yourself, because once again, the great paradox is that the light blinds you from the truth, and the darkness exposes the truth to you. The light hides and the darkness reveals. So, through contrast, we discover the totality of who we truly are. We aren't just light and positive, we are also darkness and negative, right? We are the totality of everything. Deep divers, what's the fifth sign? This dark night won't destroy you. This dark night of the soul won't last forever. 7-day vegan challenge. Now, if you are eating a plant-based diet right now when you are going through tons of crap, congratulations. This dark night won't last forever. Mangoes, cashew, almonds, Brazil nuts, pears, plums, you name it, asparagus, chlorella, whatever you are eating right now that is plant-based, that's how to know, wait a minute, this dark night won't last forever. You see, anytime you are choosing, keyword choosing, to eat foods on a higher vibration than this experience which is not serving you on a so-called lower vibration, that's a sign this dark night won't last forever. So when I was going through a dark night, deep divers, at first, I would be eating French fries and hot dogs, right? Then I actually went plant-based. I'm like, okay, pass me the spinach. I need to be like Popeye right now. Get that iron in me. And all of a sudden, I was raising my vibrational frequency so high that I was lifting my whole spirits out of this dark night. And that's how to know this dark night won't last forever. If you aren't letting yourself go, even if you are having a lot of problems in your life right now, if you're still drinking a beautiful smoothie, mangoes, nectarines, oranges, acerola cherries, goji berries inside there, with some bananas, well, that's a sign, deep divers, this dark night ain't gonna last too long around you. Oh no, deep divers, what's the sixth sign? This dark night won't destroy you. This dark night of the soul won't last forever. Metamorphosis. All things must change. The Roman poet Ovid wrote a great piece of works, right, called Metamorphosis. And we see metamorphosis everywhere, okay? We see it in the weather, in the seasons. Also, we see it in animals, in nature, right? A caterpillar to a butterfly, like the caterpillar's like, hey, it's over for me. It's over for me. And then the rest of the world actually call that a butterfly, right? Metamorphosis. Changing from one state to another. And if you are going through a dark night of the soul, a sign that it won't last is that you're starting to realize that you're just in a process. You are becoming the diamond under all of this pressure. A diamond was just a large piece of charcoal that handled pressure exceptionally well, right? That's why diamonds are forever, because after the pain, like, they keep shining and shining and shining. You can't mess with a diamond, baby. Ask Shirley Bassey, okay? Deep divers. All things must change, and this too shall pass. If you are reminding yourself that that's how to recognize this dark night won't last forever. What's the seventh sign? Deep divers, this dark night won't destroy you. Now, to appreciate joy, and this is what I've seen along my journey, deep divers, you need to experience pain. You need to know about pain to really appreciate joy. Just like to appreciate the highs, you need to really know about the lows. Came from the bottom, Ralph. So I appreciate being here on the top with a cat down the road. That's what I'm talking about, right? That's a sign, deep divers, this dark night of the soul won't last forever. If you really know what it feels like to be on the bottom, that when a new experience comes that is really joyful for you, you're like, oh my gosh, I'm never ever gonna take this for granted because this is the bomb. This is like so cool. Deep divers, what's the eighth sign? This dark night of the soul won't destroy you, won't last forever. I just said it. It can't last forever. I know you really want it to. No, I don't, Ralph. Okay, I get it, right? You want it to leave. Well, whether you want it to stay or leave, it's not going to stay anyway, because all things are fleeting in this universe. All things just passing. Clouds are passing. Thoughts are passing through you. Emotions are passing through you. Nothing is permanent. Everything is temporary. So if you are going through a dark night of the soul, it's about that time it happens for you. Once again, everything happens in a cycle in this universe. 9 months, the baby's in the womb, right? You have to realize there's a process to everything. And that's a sign this dark night won't last forever if you are trusting the process. Because even though you're not where you want to be right now, you realize and trust that something good will come out of all of this madness. It better come out of this madness, Ralph. It better come out. Hold your horses. Deep divers, what's the ninth sign? Oh, baby, this dark night won't destroy you. This dark night won't last forever. Now, the dark night and the light day exist as cosmic principles in this 3D reality. Every day and every night, okay? There is daytime, there is nighttime. This is like a cycle, deep divers, night and day. And it's been happening for a little while. Don't you think? Yes, it has. So darkness is not going anywhere. And this is a sign that this dark night won't destroy you. When you aren't in resistance to the darkness, right? When you aren't in resistance to your shadow side and actually see it as a part of yourself, a very key, essential part of yourself that actually will help you to see a greater truth. I embrace the darkness, deep divers. I integrate the darkness into myself because I am the darkness and I am the light. I am everything in existence. Woo! Ralph, that really touched me. I thought it would. Deep divers, what's the 10th sign? This dark night won't destroy you. This dark night of the soul won't last forever. If you aren't focusing on what is happening to you, but instead you are focusing on what this is turning you into. If you aren't focusing on why this is happening to you, and instead, what is this teaching you, or what you're going through right now, and instead on who you are becoming in the process, that's a sign from the universe this dark night of the soul won't last forever. Like when shit hits the fan, deep divers, when things get rough, bleak, we often ask, gosh, why is this happening to me? And we focus on what we are going through. The toil, the pain, the heartache, the exasperation, the annoyance that this causes us, right? But if you can actually focus, and if you are focusing on who you're becoming in the process, that's a sign this dark night of the soul won't last forever. Your sword is being sharpened. You are turning into something marvelous, something that you will say, oh my gosh, I'm happy I went through all of that stuff to become who I am today. And once that happens for you, deep divers, well, you'll just say, feels so good to be alive, baby. Can I get a hello there? Beautiful deep divers, we're just, woo, breathing in that good ass prana, baby. Shout out to everybody who's been rocking and getting the amazing good ass prana shirts at ralphsmart.com/clothes. If you've got a question, deep divers, add me on Instagram right now at Infinite Waters. And yes, the model search is on. If you are a sexy model, woo, like the cat down the road with a lot of heart, DM me on Instagram at Infinite Waters. If you like this video, if you want to learn more, check out the new book, Deep Divers, for more information like this. Feel Alive by Ralph Smart on Amazon. Have a beautiful day, deep divers. Peace. Infinite Waters, diving deep. Once again, stay well, stay healthy. Peace. I am the light. I am the light. I am the darkness. I am the darkness. I am the light. I am the light. I am the darkness. I am everything. Everything, everything. Have a beautiful day. Peace.